Haven't quite got enough newspaper cellulose there to do one shot, so the chalk and alum experiment will have to wait until tomorrow, I reckon. So anyway, we'll see how we go. So I've sort of put this in and let it settle a bit. So now it's time to make up, I suppose. Make sure we're in shot something. So as I say, it's got this sort of grey, it's greyer than but that could be because it hasn't really fully reacted or something. I don't know. We're going to find. It's an experiment, fellas. But we'll persist because we might find the copper one. There's something weird about copper, and the pH will actually go down and stay down. I don't know. So I suppose we're going to have to. So I do know roughly how much copper I can add to chalk to still allow algae and things like that to grow. So we'll see how we go. So yeah, it still seems to be pretty much on the money, but then again, if it hasn't fully bonded to the medium, well, that could be why it's actually, it might be that will keep the pH down because it hasn't fully bonded. We'll have to see, fellas. But anyway, oh yeah, got to put my thumb in the side. Done things a little bit differently here, fellas. Made up one with a brick like that. Oh, God, that's heavy. Well, it's probably at least 5 kilos plus. So anyway, I suppose it's time to get our we got some sort of constitutional lawyer on the TV at the moment talking about, you know, the High Court challenge and stuff like that. Our so-called Prime Minister is supposed to be a lawyer, but you know, I think he's only a business lawyer, you know. But he's almost codedly instructed the High Court to go a particular way, and I think if it gets any worse, there might just be a letter turning up from Her Majesty to the Governor General telling him to pull the plug. Yeah, don't want to mess with Magna Carta. She'll shove that black rod right up you know where. Yeah. She only has to say to the tower. I'm sure they'll arrest whoever it is and put her on a Iron Hercules and send them to the tower if she wishes it to be so. You know, oh, yeah, shouldn't try and introduce. It's the separation of powers, you know. You know, isn't what Magna Carta was all about? You know, getting away from the King John tyranny, and we've almost had the King John Howard tyranny, and now we've got all these libtards, you know. You know, they want to drug test people, and oh, jeez, it's almost getting like bloody 1930s Germany, sort of getting a bit Nazi down here. I mean, yeah. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Looks like it has the same sort of look, like it's going the same way as that. So, on assumption, oh, we didn't test the pH, have we? No, better test the pH. Okay. I'll test it the same way on my finger, sort of thing. Let's see what it is on my finger. Oh, it's alkaline, fellas, alkaline. No, it was really acid. It was 2.5 before, so there we go. potassium's not going to lower the pH initially anyway. Nowhere near what aluminium does on the same sort of... Yeah, so there you go, fellas. We learn something new every day. So, if we want low pH and chalk, I think we're going to have to go down the aluminium chalk pathway. So, so looks like they'll probably have to get their potassium from the insects, and maybe some of their sulfur as well. And yes, quick fellas, you are asking the question, where is the nitrogen coming from? I think we're all asking the question where the nitrogen's coming from, because these plants are growing, so you know, you don't make protein without nitrogen, so where the heck is it coming from? My suggestion to you is probably in the soil, but it's coming from the atmosphere through the soil to the plant, through some sort of either physical chemical or partially physical chemical come biological relationship. It could be quite complex. It could be, you know, involve a number of organisms, you know. As I said, we might have a cascade of organisms. So, yeah. Anyway, so tomorrow, when I've made up some more newspaper cellulose, I'll set up another one here, because I've got to keep them separate, of course. And we'll do an aluminium chalk one down here, as opposed to the ground and slate superphosphate and chalk one, and see if we can keep the pH down on that and see if there's any difference. You know, is it just the pH that's important, or do you have, you know, is phosphorus important to a certain extent with these plants? You know, they're not actually nutrient poor plants after all. And then if the phosphorus and everything else is in the soil and the nitrogen's in the soil, why are they carnivorous? And you know, why do they grow so well with all their traps open up in the wild? You know, that is the question. No one seems to ask that question. Oh, wow, big, succulent, colourful plants, all the traps are open. Okay, so what caused this? Oh, was it a glut of insects from last season? Well, every time we go out in these bushes, every time we've got all these photographs, and they always seem to have their traps open. You know, is it a glut that only comes every 17 years? And it is a bit like our libtard government. They keep making excuses for the obvious. You know, it's obvious something else is going on. You know, and probably the theory is a little bit wonky and a little bit wrong. But you know, they're all making up these sort of excuses basically for not to actually do the proper thing and investigate properly, sort of thing. You know, and slowly go down the line and tick the boxes, and you know, cross off this and tick that and all that. They want to do basically, they're libtards. They just don't want to do the work. That's basically what it is. You know, can't make a decision over gay marriage. You know, got to let us do the work on that one. Yeah. Okay, over and out. See ya.